Hello again, everybody. It is the coach.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap. Here between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall selection back in 2005 out of the University of Utah. It's Alex Smith.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
He's got a man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. A look now at the starters for the Giants defensively. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the first running back drafted this year is Saquon Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 127 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets them 14.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Luck throwing again. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now Peterson, not exactly sure what happened there defensively, but he's still down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave you underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Love. Incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And he's into the clear. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Locke. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now whistles as time has run out on this first quarter. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Tempo. Key right.
A handoff to Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them thousands.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten the...
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Whoosh! He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And a rout is on here in this first half. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half. You still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. B.J. Goodson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having a type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. A first down carry for Barkley. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. We just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little game into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Rosas to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, here's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He finds Beckham complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Luck now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Monday.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play there just before halftime. 58 yards. And we are back here. I'm Brandon God alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Rosas puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll kick things off in the AFC West as we check on Kansas City hosting Denver. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. A touchdown pass there for Case Keenum. From there, let's get to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Kenny Golladay, a touchdown reception. In our game, it's Andrew Luck back after missing all of last season with a shoulder problem, and he hasn't missed a beat. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you. We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They run it here with Thompson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll put him at 190 receiving yards now. He's putting on a show. He also has a first down. Luck now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Luck. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Alert, alert, alert. Regular, regular, regular. Take 4. Hurry, hurry.
Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's Smith now on second down. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. On second down, here's Locke. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. The handoff comes to Stewart, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Locke. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Love. It's hauled in by Shepard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line, he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. The Giants on 3rd down. How about this stat? A perfect 9 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, easy. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, here's Love. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. To throw on second down is Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. B.J. Goodson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Third and long, it's Smith. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They go play action here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And give him a gain of 37.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go back to Stewart on 1st. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Stewart. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points